Hey guys, how's it going? It's Marcellus back again with another video. And this time I have a question that I know is probably going to be a matter uh, of opinion. Actually, I know it'll be. And it is a subjective thing, I should point out. The question I'm going to ask. And that question is, between Eminem and Tupac Shakur, who do you think is the better of the two? Or who do you think is the greatest between the two of them? Now, personally, you guys all know, or as most of you may know, I consider Eminem to be the greatest of all time in the history of rap. And I know many people are not going to agree, and that's fine. You know, I respect other people's opinions, even if they're different from mine. But I just think Eminem, for his part, he's very raw, but he could also be a really good storyteller when it comes to rapping, stuff like that. And Tupac, he's more of a kind of a mellow storyteller, and he's not as fast of a rapper as Eminem, but that doesn't mean that he's not great, because Tupac is really great. He's one of the greatest of all time, too. I just think Eminem is a step above him, you know, and yeah, so I'd just like to know, between Eminem and Tupac, who do you think is the better of the two? Who do you think is the greatest of all time between the two of them? And I know they have their own respective hits. Eminem's got Stan, The Way I Am, The Real Slim Shady, Lose Yourself, stuff like that. Tupac, for his part, he's got Dear Mama. He has, let's see, Two of America's Most Wanted. He's got, California Love, Unconditional Love, songs like that. Shed So Many Tears. He also has Keep Your Head Up. All great songs, really great, and yeah. So they're both storyteller type rappers, and that's really great. But they differ in some ways too. Like Eminem, like I said, he's more fast paced. Tupac really wasn't, and the reason I think Eminem is also the greatest of all time, or one of the reasons anyway, is because I think it's a product of me growing up on him first before Tupac. Because Tupac passed when I wasn't even a year old, a full year old yet when he passed, so I got introduced to Eminem at an early age. And I didn't get introduced to Tupac until later on, So, yeah, basically, like I said, the reason I bring all this up is because I know that people are going to be differing when it comes to who is the greatest between the two of them. Me personally, like I said, I just think it's Eminem. But if you would say Tupac, I wouldn't argue with you, So, yeah, that's just what I would like to get your guys' opinion on. Who do you think between Eminem and Tupac is the greatest of all time? Let me know in the comments, and I hope you like this video. If you could give it a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. So, yeah, like I said, between Eminem and Tupac, who is the greatest of all time?